back everyone to another episode of Mumbles. Today I'm here to bring you another game review. And this one is probably already getting flagged by YouTube as we speak because of the name of this game. Today we're reviewing Bombslinger. Now, I reviewed this on Xbox One, and this game cost $11.99 on the Xbox One Marketplace. This game is also available on various other consoles such as Steam, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation 4. Now, this game is exactly what you think it's gonna be when you're talking about a bomb-based game. This game is basically Bomberman set in a Western atmosphere. So the basic story of this game goes like this. You're a bad guy, you run with this gang, you finally decide, oh, time to quit. You meet a girl, you marry her, you're just living out your days at your farm, and your gang decides, They come after you, they get your wife, they kill her, and you go on the revenge tour. Armed with only bombs and your wits to make it through this game. That is the story of Bombslinger. Now let's talk about the meat and bones. Now first off, graphics. The graphics in this game are very good. They are retro style graphics, you know, top-down view with the bombs and stuff. So you can expect it to look very clean and crisp, but remember that it is based on a retro style game, so they are a little old-fashioned graphical-wise, and they look that way as intended. Soundtrack-wise, the soundtrack in this game, there's really not much of a soundtrack to it. There is some sounds in it and soundtracks to it, but for the most part, it's nothing that's really noticeable. They could have done a little bit better of a job on the soundtrack in this game. Finally, the controls. The controls work just as you would expect them to in any Bomberman. You press a button to bomb, and you use your control stick to move around. Now let's talk about the gameplay itself. If any of you have ever played a Bomberman type game, you know what you're going to get with this game. Basically, the gameplay is you move around, you use bombs to explode different obstacles, then you use bombs to defeat your enemies. Now, along the way, you do have an upgrade system, so you can get more health, you can get more special powers. For example, there's a lightning bolt that can strike anyone on the stage. You can get all sorts of different things in this game to power up your character, but the gameplay is the same pretty much all the time, whether you're fighting a boss or playing just a regular bad guy. You want to get them, you want to bomb them, and you want to just get out of the level. So that is what this game is. There's really not much complicated to this game. There's really not much more to say about this game. There is boss battles in it, and basically it's the same gameplay. The bosses get special abilities that you have to avoid and certain things like that, but it really is all the same thing and all the same type of gameplay here. You get your bombs, you can move your bombs around, you have some of the same abilities you do in Bomberman. For instance, bomb kick, where you kick the bomb to a certain spot. You can drop multiple bombs, you can make your bombs more powerful. This game is basically, like I said, a Bomberman clone in the Western, based in the West. So, take that for what you will. Now let's talk about the cons in this game. The first con is that, really this, as I've said, it's kind of a rip of Bomberman. They don't do a lot to differentiate themselves from a Bomberman type game. Yes, they do have bosses in this game, but really it's the same thing as Bomberman. So that's definitely a con in my book. The second con is it's rather repetitive. And I can't go back to this enough. I know I keep repeating this, but if you've played a Bomberman game, this is what you're getting. You're getting the same thing. So do keep that in mind. It is rather repetitive. So those are the two cons. The third one that I have for you guys today is that the boss battles are rather ridiculous. Yes, bosses are supposed to be hard, but the first boss literally kicked my butt 3 to 4 times before I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take a rest. And if the boss beats you and you don't have a continue, then you have to start all the way over at the start of the level. That gets rather old. So they definitely need to work on the difficulty of the bosses and how that works. So with all this in mind, I'm going to give you guys my score of Bombslinger. Now this game is a well-made game. It's well put together. There's nothing really wrong with this game. It is a solid game. It's worth the $11 if you love these kind of games. But I also have to take into account other games that have been there in the past, like the Bombermans of the world, and I have to give it a score according to that. This game really didn't feel like it did anything original to me. It's kind of a basic story, basic idea, basic things. So I gotta be honest and give you guys a score that reflects that. With that in mind, Bombslinger, you're gonna get a 5 out of 10 on our Mumbles review. I do like this game. I just wish they would have differentiated it a little bit from Bomberman. It just needed a little something, and they just didn't find that. Anyways, guys, this has been another episode of Mumbles. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Please smack that subscribe button, smack that like button, smack all those buttons. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I love to read comments from you guys. And as always, please hit that like button and let me know if there's a game that you want me to review. Anyways, guys, this is going to be Mumbles signing off. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.